In this video, I'm going to show you how to make your first sourdough bread in only a few steps. 24 hours before baking, you take your sourdough starter out of the fridge and feed it so it rises. In order to feed your sourdough starter, you need to add to the jar with the starter scrapings 45 grams of filtered water, and 45 grams of rye flour. This will give you in total 90 grams of sourdough starter. Next step is to mix till combined. If you don't have any sourdough starter, there's no need to worry at all. You actually have 3 choices. You can make your own, which will take you only a couple of weeks. You can buy some from your local bakery, or you can get some from a friend. You only need 10 to 20 grams of starter to begin with. After mixing your starter, press it down so it's all on one level and place a rubber band around the height of your starter to check how it rises. Then cover the jar with a piece of kitchen roll and a rubber band like so. Your starter will be ready when it doubles in size. Then place it to the side and wait till it doubles. Be patient because it will take anything between 2 to 8 hours depending on the temperature of your room. Now that our starter is ready, we can start making our bread dough. For this we'll need 90 grams of starter, 250 grams of filtered water, 10 grams of salt, and 360 grams of white bread flour. In a big bowl, add the starter, the water, and the salt, and stir with a fork till combined. Make sure there are no lumps. Then add the flour and stir initially with a fork. You might need the help of a flour scraper. However, your best bet is to use your hands. Try being creative getting the flour off your hands. The dough can get very sticky. After combining all the ingredients, shape your dough into a ball and cover the bowl with a clean towel. Leave it to rest for an hour. An hour later, our dough is ready for the stretch and fold technique. Stretch and fold the 4 sides of the dough like so. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can stretch and fold the dough 4 to 8 times. Then let it rest for 45 minutes. 45 minutes later, stretch and fold again like the first time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then let it rest for 45 minutes. Stretching, folding and letting it rest for 45 minutes should be repeated in total of 3 times. After the dough has rested for 45 minutes for the 3rd time, we are ready to shape our dough for proofing. For this we'll need a piece of parchment paper and a smaller bowl to hold our dough. Sprinkle the parchment paper with any kind of flour, press it into the bowl like so, and keep it to the side. Then sprinkle your working surface with flour. With the help of your dough scraper, peel the dough out of your bowl and onto your working surface. With your hands, spread out the dough and then fold the top and bottom sides inwards. Then turn the dough around and roll it up. The purpose of this is to allow the dough to trap as much air as possible inside, so our final loaf has the sourdough's distinct bubbles. Now with gentle circular movements, ensure that all rough edges are tucked in. You should have a perfect ball. Gently place it onto your bowl with the parchment paper and sprinkle the top with some flour. Cover the dough with a towel and let it proof in the fridge overnight. The next day, turn your oven on fan and preheat it at 240 degrees for around 30 to 40 minutes. Make sure you place your heavy-duty pot in the oven to warm up as well. This pot is also called a Dutch oven. Dutch ovens range between 40 to 400 pounds. I have a 40-pound one. After the oven has preheated, take the dough out of the fridge and out of the bowl. It's time to score your dough. Sprinkle some flour on the top. Take a knife or a sharp razor blade and score the dough either in the center or the side at least 1 centimeter deep. This will help your dough keep its form after it rises. If you're into design, you can score various shapes on the dough, but only a few millimeters deep. You can be as creative as you like. Here I'm drawing a smiley face. Carefully place the dough in the Dutch oven by holding the parchment paper. The Dutch oven is 240 degrees, so you shouldn't touch it at all. Put the lid back on the pot and then back in the oven and let the bread bake for 30 minutes. "30 minutes later, take the lid off the pot and let the bread bake for 18 to 20 minutes. 18 to 20 minutes later, take the pot out of the oven. Pot and bread are steaming hot, so wait for at least 10 minutes before you take the bread out of the pot. When it's okay to touch the bread, place it on a rack for at least an hour. And this is what our smiley face looks like. I hope you've enjoyed this video, but most importantly, I hope you start making your own sourdough bread. I'd love to read your comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more. Have a beautiful rest of the day.